Alrighty. Hey YouTube, how you guys doing? We're back with the free-to-play playthrough of Star Trek Online. Let me get the right scene here on OBS because I am dumb. There we go. There we go. Now it's capturing. Excellent. All right. Oh boy. So, I've made a bunch of progress off stream. Again, it's mostly not very interesting stuff to watch. It's rerunning missions, doing some STFs, etc., and doing daily runs of Tour of the Galaxy and farming Omega particles and stuff. None of which is particularly exciting to watch. But what it has led to is I have finished the event. So I now have the T'Pau scout ship. I actually have a tier 6 ship, which I've started leveling. I have let's see. I've got some beam arrays set up for anti-proton beam arrays set up for at Mark 12. Some of which have actually gotten up in quality, which is very nice. I'm running a particle emission plasma torpedo in the front because that takes advantage of some of the cool tricks that science ships can do. And let's see what else have I got going here. Picked up a couple of consoles off of the exchange, which are currently running around about. I'll check what they're running right now. They were. I forget what I got them for. I think it might be about. Probably it'd be about the same, but let's check. They were both under 5 million when I checked the exchange. So the Delphic Terror generator, which is currently running about 5 mil. I got it for a little bit less than that. Like about 3.54, somewhere in there. And the constriction anchor, which is running about 3.5. They both have some okay clicks, but the big thing is that they both give bonus exotic damage, which is very nice. And so I've got some consoles here, which I'm not sold on these here. Like I'm gonna need to find some better TAC consoles or universal consoles that might go in there. My beam damage is not the big thing on this ship, obviously. I might consider actually switching to torpedo mods on there and going more heavily into torpedoes. I haven't decided yet. But I don't have the other torpedo. There's another torpedo I would want for this to take advantage of the bonus torpedo damage. But I don't have it yet, so. But at any rate, also picked up some consoles here. Got the exotic particle field decider, which gives me more exotic particle generator, and this one to control X on it, which is nice. So that's a bit more control X and more shield cap. Graviton generators for more control X, and particle generators for more part gen. I'm not sure about this mix here. I'm debating whether I want to lean more into control X or more into part gen. It's a tough choice for me. I think I might want to lean more into part gen, but that's going to be something I need to work out at some point. There are consoles I'm going to want for that from the fleet that I'll get to later. I can't go get those yet because I don't have access to the Delta Quadrant yet. That's where I am with that. I'm low on lithium at the moment because I've been upgrading stuff to Mark 12, which has been helpful. Let's see what else. Traits. I picked up a couple of traits for ground combat. I picked up Bombardier, which increases my bonus kinetic damage, which is what my bombs and shit do, which is very nice. Picked up Hive Mind, which gives me some bonus damage for all teammates, which is going to be helpful. And I picked up Serenity because it gives me kit performance, because I figured that'd be helpful for my kit damage, which is where most of my damage as an engineer is coming from. What I next want is I want a gambling device. Those are expensive. They're running about 7 million at the moment, though, and I'm only at right now about 5.5. And it's one of those things it'd be a nice to have, but it's not necessary. But it'd be real nice to have. In space stuff, I picked up Inspirational Leader, Psychological Warfare, which gives me bonus control ability. I think those are only 2 traits I picked up off the exchange so far. Yep. And I picked up Layered Shielding and Pilfer Power off the exchange. layered shielding for a bit extra survivability. Pillar power for something that actually, that kicks off of my control abilities, off like Gravwell and shit. Speaking of which, I also nabbed a copy of Subspace Vortex 2. There wasn't a cheap enough version of Subspace Vortex 3 when I was up there for me to pick up at the time. In retrospect, I would rather have Subspace Vortex 3, and I might look to see if I can get that later. I have an Intel seats. I figured I'd try out Ionic Turbulence because it's fun. And I've got Intelligence Team 2 for a cloaking trick. I might drop that for something else better. In fact, I probably will, but it's on there for fun for now. We're currently running Torpedo Spread 3 because that's going to be our bread and butter sort of torpedo trick with the particle emission plasma. Beam Overload 2 to sort of knock down shields. Tactical Team 1 because it's just generally useful. Emergency Power to Shields for survivability. Emergency Power to Aux for better Aux power and bonus exotic damage. Engineering Team to heal myself. And then science abilities here, Gravwell 3, Subspace Tychon's Rift 2. That I'm not sold on. I think that really should be Subspace Vortex 3. And then I want something else there. Maybe Hazard Emitter 2 there, and then change that to something like Polarized Hull or something like that for a little bit more survivability. Hey Diplo, how you doing? So this is where we are at the moment. Oh, right. And personal equipment currently. I need to get better body armor. I need to upgrade this to Mark 12 at some point. That's on my list of things to do. I'd like to get better kit modules, but this is on it's sort of on a. I'm still working on the budget here, and I've not sold exactly what I want for these yet. Fairly happy with the transphasic bomb and the mine barrier. I'd rather them be higher quality, but we're living with that for now. Shield recharge is just handy. The Seeker drone, I'm debating whether I want that or I want something else instead. In terms of duty officers, roster, where are you? There we go. For space, we are running 2 torpedo dudes so that my torpedo launcher has a chance to recharge more quickly. I'd rather better deflector officers because these guys are, they're fine. They'll help the recharge of my deflector abilities or most of my science abilities, and the Gravmedic Scientist is just generally useful. Basically, it gives me a chance of over time my Gravwell spawning additional Gravwells, which is very handy. And we have made more progress into Temporal Operative. We are actually down to here on this tree, and then we'll go back and fill out the ground stuff so that we have that. The cool thing is that our Gravwells and Tychon's Rifts and Vortexes will now chase enemies, which is kind of neat. Firing exotic damage abilities will give us firing cycle haste, which is kind of cute. We have continuity, which is great. And we're in good shape here. We get 10 HP when we activate. We got improved recharge on our exotic damage abilities. It's all good. This is all stacking up together nicely. We are reaching the point where things are good. I may need to respec at some point. I happened into a giveaway that got me a giveaway that gave me bank space, and basically what it did is it gave me the here, I'll show you this. There we go. There was a giveaway that one of the websites was doing. I mentioned I mentioned on one of the previous streams. I was able to get the elite services thing, so I got 3 skill retrain tokens out of that, in addition to 2 extra bridge officer slots and a bunch of inventory and bank space, which is real nice. Getting that for free was huge. And additionally, we are nearly done we're getting close to being done with upgrading stuff for the Bastion flight deck cruiser, which will be nice to have as another option ship. So we actually will have, 3 solid options for ships. We'll have a good solid escort build with the Hirogen Hunter. This will become even better once I get enough Borg rep. Once I max out Borg rep and can grab some Borg stuff for this, specifically the kinetic cutting beam, and which will give me 3 Omnis in the back, and the assimilated module, which will be very nice to have. Excuse me here. All right. Which will be very handy to have, and then this ship's very close to being, being basically good to go. Aurelia's got some. There's a bunch of stuff I do need for it, but I just don't have yet. But that's fine. Is there anything else I need to show you guys at the moment? Oh, right. I also grabbed myself a. I would prefer this to be anti-proton damage. But it's a pulse wave assault that has the run speed mod on it, which is actually very nice. It increases my run speed by 15%. I actually am going to be running that right now. You tend to be at very short ranges as an engineer, so having the pulse wave is actually pretty freaking handy. And that's why I'm going to switch, which is why I'm switching to that. I'd rather have be anti-proton, but I will live happily with the disruptor. But yeah, we are actually in a really good spot. We're at the point now, basically, where we are good to basically, contribute well to any of the any sort of the normal difficulty queue stuff, and contribute well to it. And some of the advanced queue stuff we'll be able to actually do okay on. Some of it we won't. But we're in the position where we can start saving up to ramp up to be able to do advanced queue stuff, and then to elite ground stuff, which is where we'll start be able to make real bank. And then we'll also be able to start making enough dilithium to sell the dilithium for Zen, so we can get the Zen stuff we need, and we can then start ramping into other stuff, which is big. So, we got some endeavors to do. We've got some other stuff to do. Admiralty stuff. There's just a bunch of stuff we need to do. So let's get cracking on some of the more daily stuff. I already did the tour of the galaxy and the event mission today. So I don't need to do that. But there's a couple of things I do want to do. So, let's get cracking. All right. So, they've added in the personal endeavor system, which I will show you guys in a bit. I don't know if I talked about that last stream or not. I don't remember. And a few other things we need to do. So, let's head up over to Bertrand. So we can continue just checking to see if we can continue the colony chain there. But we're actually making real progress here, which is really nice. So the plan for today, we're going to get the sort of maintenance stuff done quickly, which is, go get the colony chain going. I should actually, while we're traveling there, let's quickly get my R&D going again. And I realized something I should have been working on. I should have been working on science rather than beams. So I'm going to switch this over to science for the time being. Since we're going to be flying the science ship a lot, I did not mean to do that. So only do 3 of them, and we'll put the other one into beams. Basically, getting to rank 15 in any crafting thing gets you a trait, a starship trait, or a trait that's useful. Some of them give you the ground weapon and kit crafting give you ground traits, and the rest are space traits. The science ability is a trait that allows your exotic damage abilities from science, like things like grav well and sensory vortex, allows them to crit. And gives them a really good chance to crit, and that's a huge boost in damage for science ships. If we look back here, the reason I'm considering retraining, I could dive more heavily into science if I really wanted to. Like, more drain expertise would be nice, but, honestly, I'm actually okay with this build. This build is actually good enough for what I'm doing. More scientific readiness would be nice. But this build does what I want it to do, for the most part, so I'm okay with it. And again, I've sort of trying to build this character is supposed to be something of a jack of all trades, because we want to be able to do whatever content we want. And it allows us to swap between ships, and that's sort of the point of this playthrough. Alright, do we have the next stage here? We do. Excellent. Alright, we need 20 provisions and 2 warp coils. Okay. $20. Alright, that is big and helpful. Keep grabbing colonists. I do not have an entertainer, so I can't do the entertain foreign dignitaries thing. I actually really should try to get myself... I should pick up an entertainer, honestly. That's something I should do. Let's do that. Ambassador to our ship. Yes, please. That would actually be very handy. Diplomacy has some things I actually actively want, so... Okay, I don't have someone to do that. That's fine. No. No. Alright, I'm not going to worry too much about that right now. I'm not really going to focus too heavily on my duty officer stuff right now. Admiralty. Trying to get Klingon Alliance up to 5. I think I want to get to 5. Let me check. So I'm basically, yeah, get to 3 and then to 5. Yep, okay. And then we're going to focus on 1 to get it to 10. Got it. Okay. We're trying to get these up. Scavenger party adds 25 difficulty. Hey, Andrea, how you doing? That's gonna be tricky to pull off. But it's got some good stuff in it, so let's try. Oh, actually, we're actually able to get that pretty easily. See, that's actually got good XP, but it's crap rewards. Can we do this one easily? I don't think so. Actually, it shouldn't be too... It's close enough. 95 chances. Like, I normally I would be unhappy with that, but no. Oh, that one's rough. Oof, 175 engineering. Ooh. Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to pull that one off. I'm gonna save that. I've got enough pass tokens that it might be worth skipping that one. Yeah, that might be doable later, so I'll hang on to that. And I'm just gonna throw a ship at, just a random ship at this, just so I can get out of there without wasting a pass token. Oh, come on! Fucking, we don't have the power. God damn it, that event. See, that was an easy one, and it just got ruined by the fucking event. Ugh, I hate that. Alright, those will scan through. Alright, that's fine. Alright. So that's taken care of. We've got the Admiralty going. Got that going. Got the... Hang on. We got R&D going, right? Yep, okay. Got my reputation stuff. I know I've got my reputation stuff going. Did Tour of the Galaxy. Did my... Alright, good. We're in good... We are now able to go do other stuff, like this stuff here. We can work on our endeavors here. Let's go back to Seoul. Yeah, the small craft, interestingly, they're actually good for doing stuff like I was just doing there, which is clearing out stuff like just like assign a ship I don't care about to a mission to clear it out so that I don't have to worry and have a technical chance of succeeding and not waste the pass token, basically. And they do have uses. A couple of them do have actual uses. It varies by small ship. Like the Todouge fighter actually is actively good. There's one of the Fed shuttles. It has a massive boost. Gives you a massive boost to chance to crit on to get critical success on Admiralty missions. There are a couple of them that are really good, and a couple of them are not. They're mostly they're mostly useful for their special abilities that mod stuff. They end up modding it, which is kind of cool. All right, so we have a couple of things to do here. So the endeavors, basically, you get 3 personal endeavors a day. One common one, one uncommon one, one easy, one medium difficulty, one quote hard one. They vary in difficulty even within them. Some of the hard ones have been easier than some of these things here. And then your universal endeavor, and then there's this thing here where if you get enough, basically, as you do the endeavors, you gain progress to park points that give you bonuses. It's like right now I've got a bonus, slight bonus to ground critical chance, slight bonus to critical severity in space, and a slight bonus to max shields. It's sort of a nice little cookie, but they also give you rewards too, which are nice. So we're going to be doing those. Yeah, they've been kind of cool, Andrea, but it also been a lot more work. It's been a lot of work, and I don't know how well it would have worked. I don't know. Alrighty, we're almost there. We're back at Seoul. Alright. Now, let me go dock with the... There's no reason not to. There we go. So we are in actually pretty good shape here. I'm curious. I want to check the price of one thing before I do something. I'm not going to buy it right now, even if I can afford it, but how much is the Plasmonic Leech going for? Oh, actually pretty cheap. Plasmonic Leech was a console that used to be really freaking good and is now merely okay. It's going for a reasonable price. I might want to grab that for my cruiser, actually. Nice, Andrea. All right. So... Huh. Subtle. All right, we're going to hang out here for this. All right. We're going to do Transdimensional Tactics. That is a ground STF, and it is a really easy one. I'm going to do it on normal just to show it off. That's under N. Transdimensional Tactics, here we go. I'm fairly positive with my gear and my knowledge. I can probably do it on advanced easily. I might be able to do it on elite. I don't know. I don't feel confident on elite though with my gear with my elite. I'd rather have Mark. I'd rather at least upgrade to at least Mark 14. Preferably at 15s before I do start trying to do stuff on elite. There we go. Let me put on. We're gonna need the environment suit for this. No! Oh, fuck you! Oh, hell! Well, apparently that didn't actually give me a lever penalty. Okay. Ugh. That's something. Alright. I did not mean to click on that unleave map there. That was bad. Shoot. Stupid overlap. That was my bad. I was afraid I was going to get the lever penalty there and have to wait half an hour before I can do an STF again. Please don't activate things until I get things set up. Ow. God fucking damn it, I hate these fucking trappers. There we go. And we've completed the endeavor. I'm alternating between a disruptor pulse wave assault and the TR-116B sniper rifle, which does kinetic damage and ignores shields. All right, so we did that. We need to defeat more Tholians in Nukara. That counted, which is nice, so I could rerun that. And I might. I don't know yet. Don't want to show Nukara. Yeah, that sniper rifle actually is surprisingly not that expensive on the exchange, or at least it was when I picked it up. Here, let me double check. I think it's like it's a little bit. It's like 1.5 million occasionally, or sometimes less. I know I used to be able to get it for like 500,000 or so, but I think it's gone up. It's craftable is the big thing. It's going for 2 million right now, which is a bit more than I got it for less. I know that I got it for like 1.5. I think it's gone up a little bit, but it's a really nice rifle and it is very affordable and it's very, very useful. It is really good against Borg. Yeah, let's go to Nukara. I should show off Nukara. I'm not a big fan. Nukara used to be really useful. It's less useful to do now. But it's a good way to build up Nukara marks, which are handy. Let's see what I got in my Endeavor box here. 1,000 dill, some marks, and some XP. Okay, and some materials. All right. Let's see. What do I need? What marks do I need? Beginning to run low on temporal, so we'll grab those. So we got we actually had 2 of those, which is nice. I didn't realize I had a second one. So when you can do your endeavors, do them. They're very nice chunks of bonus stuff. So let it Nukara. And then we'll do something that has dreadnoughts, and we will go to the Voth Ground Battle Zone. This is less exciting. The common ones aren't that great. The rewards for those aren't great. Like I usually get like 50,000 EC for those. But the medium difficulty and quote hard difficulty, which vary between being easy and what the fuck. Like this one's just not hard. But yeah, once you get your gear up high enough, your ground gear high enough, running a bunch of the ground STFs on, I've mentioned this before, on Elite is one of the most efficient ways to make dilithium and energy credits in the game. So I recommend doing them. Between that and if you can build up a decent stock of ship cards for Admiralty, Admiralty is another way to great way to make dilithium. But you have to build up a stock of ships, and that's much more difficult on a free-to-play account than it would be for a account where you spend money on ships and such. As I think I've mentioned before. Alright, Alright, we're just gonna do some basic missions here. We'll do the easy ones. There are a couple of... Yeah, I'm not gonna do the... medium ones are actually pretty doable also, but we're just gonna do the easy ones. They're pretty easy. Alright, so we have destroy Tholian scan equipment and collect Tholian science reports. So we have the science reports for beating up Tholians. The area I'm in right now is not going to require me to... It's not going to require me to... Oh, hello. Honestly, the best rifle would probably be one of the ones that the Sonic the Sonic anti-protons are probably the best bet, honestly. But honestly, it doesn't really matter that much what I'm doing. And this gun is actually, I mean, it's just, I don't want to carry that many different guns at the moment. Yeah, the Sonic AP weapons, yep. And I'm using this gun because this gun is actually very good for just doing what I'm doing. Because it has a run speed buff on it, which is nice. It means I can move around here much more quickly. And I need to get another, what, 18 Tholians? Complete my endeavor. Yeah, it's not back up yet. Alright, and one more, and we will be done with... One more of those, we'll be done with that mission. I can ignore these things. I just need to be Tholians. Car marks, which is nice. Yeah, there are more difficult missions here that give you better rewards. If you can get groups going, the hard ones are actually really nice. Give really good rewards if I remember correctly. Done the completed my endeavor, which is nice. Just need 5 more science reports. More reports and we're done. One more science report and we're done. Finished. Alright, the way out is over this way here somewhere. There it is. So I can pick up the medium missions here if I want to do. I don't. I'm done. Back to base camp. Oh, we actually got the next perk point. Excellent. Let's grab some more crit chance on the ground. I'm down with that. Sweet. Alright, cool. Let me check something here. I want to compare my armor to the striker suit I'm using right now. It's got better protection, less bonus crit chance, but more crit severity. All right. Let's see what we got in our Endeavor box. So 100,000 EC, some R&D materials, and another quarter spec point. Nice. Really leveled again. Nice. All right, cool. Not the best rewards I've gotten for that, but you know. All right. We kill a total of what, 6 dreadnoughts? Have not gotten the Trillium D alloy plate on my ship yet. Don't have that yet. No, I've not done enough of the story stuff yet. I was going to get back to that today. Actually, that's my plan. Once I complete my endeavors. Yeah, I figured that one was going to fail. That's one I want to hang on to. Those are definitely doable. That's going to be a pain in the butt to do. Those should all be doable, though, when I get my ships back, though, so I'm just going to hold off on those. Oh, something else finished. Yeah. Yeah, I knew that one was going to fail. So fucking we don't have the power. God damn it. What do I want to do? Ground battles. The evolved ground battle zone I do want to do. Depending on how I want to complete the destroy dreadnoughts one. Do I want to do a battle zone, or do I want to do the space battle zone, or do I want to just do some STFs? Yeah, I hear you, Andrea. Let's just knock out a couple of STOs. TFOs. Oh, I know which one I should do. Defense Starbase 1 should actually get me a good chunk of those. Of the dreadnoughts. Yeah, no, board disco is 3. I know. It's on my list of ones I'm considering doing. Doesn't have any dreads. You sure about that, Andrea? I'm pretty sure it has dreads. No, they're battleships. You're right. Never mind. You are correct. Those are battleships, not dreadnoughts. Disco it is. Oh, God damn it, Tribbles. I've got Tribbles in my inventory. Fucking grumble. Go away. I don't want you eating up my inventory space. So, as an aside, one of the things that used to be really awesome for making dilithium, which got nerfed into the ground, unfortunately, was you used to be able to turn in contraband for you can turn in contraband with a security officer for dilithium, and you used to be able to do it far more often than you can now.
I am 7 of 9. In this instance, I speak for the cooperative.
All right. This is an interesting mix of ships. Uh-huh. Let's see where people are going. Why are you not moving? I don't know. Help out this dude over here.
472 is approaching.
Doop 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 doo.
The Undine will destroy the disconnected forge. Stop them.
Oof. That is continuity, I'm not sure. Ow. Why are four of us over here? God damn it.
Something on the intercept. Right.
I can only screw that up. Yeah, we're not doing a good job at rescuing them. Because we're all in the same goddamn spot. But whatever, I'm not going to worry about it. I just want to get to the Dreadnoughts part. That's all I care about here, really.
The Vault have a ship designed to fight Borg. Destroy it before it attacks the Cooperative.
Ooh, how'd I get that low in hull? What? Oh, I was not looking at my hull. That was a mistake. That was a mistake. I was not paying attention to my health. Yeah, I really need to... Why are we all on the same side? God damn it, guys. Ugh. Like, I'd explain it, but it never... Like, explaining... it never works well, unfortunately. People don't bother actually... People never bother trying to do this correctly. It's really annoying. Alright, time for the Dreadnoughts, see if we can actually get all three of these.
You will be eliminated. The weak shall perish.
3 Dreadnoughts, but they're attacking one another. This is your chance.
4, 3, 2. How are we not killing this thing? Why are we Ah! Why am I the only one shooting at this? Oh my god. Why are they split off on the fucking goddamn... At this. You have to kill this thing fast first. Oh my god. How? We're not going to kill any of them. Oh my god, we're not going to kill any of them. Oh my god. Oh my god, this is embarrassing. Oh my god. Oh my god. I have never failed to kill a Dreadnought in this. I have never failed to kill a Dreadnought in this. What are these people's equipment? Wow. That is easily the least optimized one I've done of this. Okay, well, whatever. I'm not going to get that upset about it, honestly. I'm just surprised more than anything. Get the fuse delta marks. Let's grab those.
Congratulations, Admiral.
I will assist the dis-
Wow. We failed to kill a single Dreadnought. Wow. How the hell did... I'm just confused. That just doesn't happen. Huh. Well, whatever. I'm not going to worry about it. I'm not going to worry about it. I'll try it again later. Not a big deal. I mean, I wasn't doing a ton of DPS myself. Like, I'm not doing... I was doing a fair bit of DPS, though. I mean, that's sort of what this thing does. Unless my damage is a lot lower than I think it is, which I don't think it is. Well, anyways, I need to do... I actually need to do the next story mission, so I'm going to do that now before I forget. How you doing, Mordred? Actually, out of curiosity, what's the... Yeah, so right now I'm getting... almost 35 exotic particle gen and kit performance. That's actually, like, really good. I'm glad to hear that. Whatever. It's not worth getting worked up over. Huh. Let's finish surface tension.
Last time on Star Trek Online.
We are fighting a war on multiple fronts. We have to consider the Borg, the Undine, and the Romulans, as well as the Klingons.
I see now my deception has been exposed. Starfleet has lost too many ships and too many good men and women to a fight we now know was caused by Iconian and Undine influence.
Is that...
An Iconian gateway? Yes, I believe it is.
Into the gateway, now!
Are all those markers Iconian gateways?
Sir, we've been scanning the gateway. The monitors on the bridge are all showing an Omega.
Welcome to the Delta Quadrant. We are within the Solon A Dyson sphere, a spherical structure built around a star.
We now know why the sphere generates vast amounts of Omega particles. It is designed to use those particles as fuel to jump to any area of space.
It now appears that the Jenolan sphere had the same jump capabilities as the Solanae, and moved to this location.
You're not Cooper.
We will repel the Undine, and survive to warn the Alpha Quadrant of the renewed threat. The Undine are a threat to us all. I propose a summit. We must decide together what we must do to protect the Alpha Quadrant. Our disputes may need to be put aside in the face of a greater enemy.
And now the continuation.
I'm actually really surprised that went that bad. I'm still surprised that went that badly.
Welcome to the Delta Quadrant. I will admit that I did not expect to be here with Voyager again. It is agreeable. Thank you for agreeing to attend this conference and supporting my position on the Undine. However, reaching a consensus today will be difficult. Many different agendas will be represented here today. I will speak to you in person shortly. Tuvok out.
Welcome to the Jenolan Dyson sphere. Please beam down to these coordinates.
Hello, Sean.
Good to see you. I'd say you're right on time, but it looks like everyone else wants to be fashionably late. We're still finishing preparations for the conference, and Admiral Tuvok is already there. The Klingon and Romulan delegates will arrive soon, so we should head inside as soon as you're ready.
I'm really surprised that actually... whatever.
Thank you for joining us here. We need assistance with preparations for the conference. The Romulan and Klingon delegations are still in private deliberations, but other delegates are arriving. Several preliminary tasks remain before we can begin the presentation. Your support in this matter would be appreciated.
All right.
Where do you want me posted, sir?
Where do you want me posted, sir?
Where do you want me posted, sir?
This Cardassian thug is trying to push Bajor out of this conference. We have as much of a right to be represented here as any other world, more than the Cardassians. They're not even part of the Federation or the Klingon Empire.
Oh, that's the basis of the Star dispute.
I simply inquired about the ambassador's presence at the conference. After all, Bajor is a member of the Federation. Ambassador Sugihara is capable of representing them along with the Deltans, Andorians, Vulcans, and everyone else, even the Tellarites. Though I suspect they'd argue that point rather robustly.
That's an unfair characterization. The Bajorans have a gateway to the Gamma Quadrant in their space for decades. We value their experience and their opinion.
Indeed. One wonders how well that gateway would have fared if Deep Space Nine was of Bajoran manufacture rather than Cardassian. The Federation's track record on wormhole security is far from ideal. One only
By the way,
needs to
hello, Garrick.
consider the multiple Dominion occupations of the station for proof of that point.
Distract from the larger issue at hand, the problems represented here are larger than a single world or a single wormhole.
The Federation has never made a policy of preventing member worlds from overseeing their own interests in conjunction with Federation efforts. Or is Bajor going to be treated differently than other member worlds?
We can have an open, honest conference unless all parties are willing to engage in meaningful dialogue without shutting out members of the galactic community. Neither Bajor nor Cardassia should be excluded.
Well said. Perhaps there's hope for this conference yet. I'm quite willing to put this disagreement behind us in the interest of the bigger picture.
Thank you, Counselor.
The preliminary tasks are complete. You should speak with Admiral Tuvok again.
Thank you for your assistance. Please take the opportunity to speak with the various delegates. Having an understanding of the positions of each representative will facilitate more effective negotiations.
Great, alright. They're over this way, okay. Oh, excuse me. Ambassador Stas, how you doing, buddy?
I sincerely hope that the Federation is not wasting our time here. If your presentation is to explain the threat posed by the Undine, let me spare you the effort. The Klingon Empire has been aware of this threat for quite some time now.
Thank you, Ambassador. Sugihara?
The Federation's position is quite clear. We believe the only way to safeguard the future of the Alpha and Beta Quadrants is for all of the galactic powers to behave as reasonable entities and work together to oppose those who would threaten our worlds. It doesn't matter if that threat comes from the Undine, the Borg, or the Iconians. The response is the same.
That was unexpectedly brief. Thank you, Ambassador.
The Xindi are here to support Admiral Tuvok's call for cooperation. We know what tragedies befall a people who are being manipulated by outsiders, as we once were. The Undine's lies and manipulation remind us of the Sphere Builders, whose deceptions led us to make one of the greatest mistakes in our history. There are 5 races on my world. We all know reaching a consensus can be difficult, but the Xindi are living proof that if we put aside animosity, our differences can make us stronger.
Okay, sure. Let's go talk to the Romulans. 10, how you doing, buddy?
Thank you for the invitation. Starfleet certainly knows how to organize their meetings on a grand scale. I trust that the Republic will be able to take a leadership role in studying this sphere. The extensive knowledge we've gained from the Solanae sphere should give us an advantage here. And, after all, the gateway that leads to both of these spheres is in Republic space.
That's not what we're here to talk about. We're here to talk about the Undine.
Yes, the Undine. Very interesting. My security advisors have been looking over the data, and we are all very curious to hear what you and Admiral Tuvok have to say on the matter.
Thank you for attending, Proconsul. Please take your position at the podium.
You've spoken with representatives of all of the delegations. You should return to Admiral Tuvok.
We are almost ready to begin. Will you complete the final preparations for the conference while I speak to Captain Sean? After that, your assistance in encouraging everyone to take their seats would be appreciated.
Do we not have like an ensign, to, like a lieutenant to do this stuff? Like, seriously. My goddamn fleet admiral. The people here who outrank me is not that many. Garrick, could you go take a seat, please, buddy?
Ah, it seems the time has come at last. Thank you for the reminder.
Nice, Andrea.
I was just going. Don't rush me.
Are you talking about the Atlas? Yeah. I think I've had very good success with the Atlas. It's an excellent ship.
I suppose we can begin.
You can start the presentation from the control console.
Start the presentation. Yes, the Atlas is a superb ship.
And present danger to not only the Federation, but also the Klingon Empire and Romulan Republic. The damage done here by a mere handful of ships is clear evidence for the need for cooperation.
With respect, Admiral, the Romulan Republic is quite capable of leading exploration and security measures here, just as we have led efforts to secure the Solanae sphere. My militia...
I find it interesting that the Federation suddenly has concerns about the Undine now. Where was the Federation when the Empire discovered Undine infiltrators in the Alpha Quadrant? Or is the Federation only interested now the Undine threatens something you want?
Given the exceptionally complicated nature of such
Ambassador,
given what we now know, that was a mistake. The Empire recognized the Undine threat years ago. We didn't.
You admit you are wrong?
The evidence provided by Admiral Tuvok and his team is sound.
Thank you, Captain Sean. However, dwelling on past mistakes will not solve the problems of the present.
Our fleet stands ready to protect both spheres from the Undine.
The Undine can wait. We have more important business to discuss.
Are you sure about this?
I represent a consortium of businessmen on Ferenginar. We are prepared to invest significant venture capital into transforming this sphere into a vacation destination to rival Risa. I have a proposal of 500,000 bars of... What's that?
Tuvok to Voyager. Report.
It is something that is ungood.
A fleet of Undine vessels just appeared from a rift. They're setting a course for the gateway.
The Undine? What do they want?
Unknown. Direct to Lisette. Track their course.
Enterprise to Captain Sean. We're receiving a distress signal from Earth's space dock.
Sean to Federation Fleet. Red alert. Prepare for immediate departure.
The Federation is our enemy, but the Undine attack like assassins in the night.
We will crush the Comic-Coup!
A significant Undine force is headed for the Sol system. We must stop the Undine from breaching Earth's defenses.
Yeah.
Species 8472 has already boarded Earth's space dock. Once we are through the gateway, we must render assistance as soon as possible.
Okay. This mission is actually really one of one of the best capstone missions to any of the story arcs. It's really well done. It is pretty freaking epic. I enjoy this one immensely.
I am picking up several distress calls from across the system. Curious. There are fewer Undine vessels than we witnessed using the gateway.
Any word from Starfleet Command?
Negative. The subspace relay booster network appears to be offline. I am reading Undine ships attacking Earth space dock, as well as attacks on the lunar colonies and the orbital habitat on the far side of Earth.
We'll need to split up.
Agreed. Enterprise will clear the area around the lunar colonies.
We'll take Outer Space Dock.
Fine. Jirok and I will clear the far side of the planet.
Good hunting.
Enterprise will set course for Luna.
The Fortescue and the Set will lead the fight on the far side of Earth.
Earth's space dock is taking severe structural damage. Not hurry. Earth's space dock may be destroyed.
It's not looking good right now. Ow! I just got exploded there pretty quickly. Fucking teleporting bastards.
Dreadnought, inbound.
systems are offline. We're struggling just to keep control of the station.
I've received orders from New Romulus. In light of this situation, the Lisette is being recalled to defend the homeworld. I will contact you if there is any change.
The boarding parties on Earth space dock should be our main concern. The Undine are attempting to cripple Starfleet operations, gain valuable data, and capture ranking officers. We cannot afford to allow them to succeed. I am prepared to beam down immediately. Your assistance will greatly improve our chances of success.
Excellent. All right, let's go.
Earth space dock has sustained severe damage from multiple Undine boarding parties. We must locate Admiral Quinn. The most expedient path to the Admiral's office is through those doors. Our mission objectives are clear.
All right, let's do this.
Everything hurts. What? Who? Admiral Tuvok? I don't... What? The windows. They came through the windows, walking on the hull. I don't know.
That seems bad.
After the Klingon and Borg attacks during my cadet cruise, I thought working at Earth space dock would be less traumatic.
Indeed. I can initiate a mind meld. It will calm him, and I will be able to learn what he knows about the attack. This is not normally something I would suggest, but I believe that in this instance it is necessary.
Okay. I'll keep an eye out.
My mind to your mind. My thoughts to your thoughts.
I'm feeling better now. Thank you. The Undine, yes. They just appeared in close orbit. We were taken by surprise and none of the defense systems worked. I don't know why. They've been killing people. I don't know what they want, but they've been systematic about their attacks. They want something.
There is more going on with these boarding parties than mere phaser fire. There are more Starfleet officers fighting nearby. We need to manually activate.
I thought Earth space dock would be a quiet assignment.
Normally it would be, but, you know.
Be cautious. There are more Undine nearby.
Admiral Tuvok, I'm gonna help hold this position.
Good for you.
I'm not much of a soldier, but I can make repairs and help keep this area clear of Undine. I hope Admiral Quinn is okay. He was on comms a few minutes ago, but the transmission was cut off.
All right, you will find the Admiral. You stay safe.
There are more Undine nearby.
I'll stay here. Good luck.
The damage is extensive, but we will rebuild. First, however, we must drive species...
Fair enough, Andrea.
back to fluidic space.
Oh. Yeah, that actually makes a lot of sense, Andrea.
Admiral Quinn.
Hello, Admiral Quinn. You are totally Admiral Quinn. I am not at all suspicious. Doop, doop, don't mind me. Okay.
The shape-shifting nature of species 8472 makes them a dangerous foe. We will have to proceed with caution to avoid being caught unaware again. Clearly, Admiral Quinn is not here. He may be still alive elsewhere on the state. Perhaps we can establish more reliable. I will cover you.
Who is this? Communications are damaged. One moment. This is Admiral Quinn.
Alright, how do we know you're the real Admiral Quinn?
I suppose that's a valid question. You reported to me after the attack on Vega Colony.
Hey, Kaz.
I took a chance on promoting you. I see now it was the right one. Admiral Tuvok, we spoke briefly about your mission right before you reported back to Voyager. You mentioned your wife and said it was fortunate you had time to visit Vulcan to see T'Pel before the conference.
Admiral, what is your status?
I'm pinned down in my office with Egan. We've been trying to get internal comms and sensors working. What's your status?
Not good. We got a lot of casualties.
The Undine boarding parties appear to have some goal in mind, but we are unsure as to what it might be. Admiral, I suggest you hold your position. We will make our way to you. Stay alert for more imposters. Ambush. There are still more Undine on the station. I can feel their anger.
Why is this not damaging them?
The way is blocked. There may be an alternate route on the upper deck. Admiral Quinn and Commander Egan are below. The Admiral appears to require medical treatment. It is agreeable to see you, Admiral.
Thank you.
Doop doop doo.
Egg? Where are you going?
One moment, Admiral.
Intriguing. The amount of resistance Starfleet has offered is unexpected. That being said...
The weak will perish. And you are weak.
He is tapping into the bioship's power matrix.
Not much I can do about that at the moment. There we go. Explosions!
Egan was an Undine? That would explain what happened to our defense grid. He would have known they were coming, and had ample opportunity to sabotage us. Damn, I didn't see that coming.
What are your orders, Admiral?
Hagen. It's hard to believe. He attacked me mentally, led everyone into a trap. I couldn't stop him. We have much to consider. There may be... Tuvok! What's going on? Tuvok! Can you hear me? Tuvok!
Tuvok! Hello, Tuvok.
Oh, this cutscene.
Egan was too weak. He spent too much time among humans. He served his purpose, and you will be far too late.
Too late for what?
Your quadrant will fall. The weak will perish. This dimension will be cleansed, purified of infestation. Your efforts are meaningless. I know your thoughts, Tuvok.
Indeed, Doctor. But I have taken advantage of this connection to look into your mind as well.
What?
I understand now what your plans are. You will not succeed.
You can't stop us. Tuvok!
That's not really as good as a Rathcon moment, but close.
Admiral Tuvok! Admiral!
Diversion. This was all a diversion.
What do you mean?
Kronos. Their real target is Kronos.
Captain Gorin. Uh-oh.
Come. Kronos may not have much time. The Federation and the Empire have been at war for far too long. Now we must join together for the common.
All right, one to beam up. Let's go to Kronos. Maximum warp.
We have arrived in the Kronos system.
Yep.
Just 2
Yep. I'm going to skip over the dialogue here because I want to get into the fight here.
That was only a small force. The rest of the Undine fleet will not be so easily defeated.
Are you afraid, Vulcan? The Romulan Republic has made commitments to its allies. We are here to honor them.
The orbital defenses alone will not be enough to stop the Undine advance.
We would not be alone if anyone in the Federation had the heart of a warrior.
Ow.
The tide may turn against us, but this will be our day of glory. Think of it as an increase in your opportunities to die with honor.
Ow. Goddamn, the Tethys Dreadnought's hurt.
My apologies for being late.
Yeah, let me get back into the fight here. God damn. Tethys down. Whew. Tethys. Someone tractor beam him out of my god. Oh, god damn it. One of the fucking allies TR beamed him out. Ooh, that hurt. Oof. That's 3 dreadnoughts taken down in this one mission, which is nice. Tethys right there. Another Tethys. No, not you. You. Let me target the fucking Tethys, please. There we go. God damn it. Maneuver, please, thank you. Oof. Continuity kicked in. Engineer, Andrea. This is an engineer. I did it mostly because I knew I was going to be in a science ship and I wanted the survival tools that... I'd be in a science ship without having access to a lot of really, really high quality stuff, like super high quality stuff. So I wanted the extra survival tools that you get from being an engineer.
What is that thing?
The Undine have brought a large craft through a quantum singularity.
They're powering up weapons.
The Undine have a new planet killer.
Why do the Undine have so many different planet killers? That's what I want to know. They've got the multi-ship combo beam dipples of planets. They've got their the bioplanet killers, the big ones. And then they've got this thing. It's like...
No effect. They're too strong.
Voyager has one nanite torpedo remaining from her time in the Delta Quadrant. Such devices proved effective against the Undine in the past. Tactical. Fire when ready.
They took some damage, but the planet killer can still fire. I can get the Aquarius into firing position above her and exploit the opening in her shields, but someone will need to keep the Undine distracted.
Because that's going to be me and my ship that's manifestly not qualified for this particular part of the mission, but whatever.
The Aquarius is beginning its attack run. We must assist.
Orbital devastation? Cool. nearly done with this mission, so...
Weapons are offline. This is our only chance.
Oh, I know which one it is, Andrea. It's cool. It's a cool ability.
The Aquarius on a collision course.
I dropped a boatload on a...
Do we have Sean's
a...
Getting locked now, sir.
I dropped a bunch on a Bombardier. Unfortunately, before it came down in price the other day. Bombardier is so good for engineers. Oh my god.
He did it, sir. The planet killer has been destroyed.
Yay!
Tuvok to Allied fleet. Stand down. The Undine are retreating.
Captain Sean.
Transporter room. Did you get him?
Oh, easily, Andrea. I could do more than that, honestly.
Captain Sean to Admiral Tuvok. Permission to come aboard?
I'm sitting on nearly 6 million at the moment. 4 to 6 dreadnoughts so far. That's actually not bad for a normal mission.
The Klingon High Council.
There are many here who have seen the danger.
I'm just going to speed through the dialogues here. The dialogues are great here, but I want to get this taken care of quickly.
A true That.
Yep.
You have shown your true nature today.
A couple of them I want to hear out because I like them.
There is honor in the Federation. The conflict between us has gone on long enough. Now we should turn our blades toward the real enemy. I remember you from the Gateway activation. You fought well today. May our meetings on the battlefield always be as glorious.
I served in Starfleet, and now I serve the Empire. There are many on both sides of the current conflict for whom I have deep respect.
Hi, Worf.
I see this as an opportunity. We may find we have more in common than we realize.
Hello, Stas.
My people have respected the Federation ever since our first encounter with your famed Captain Kirk. I have advised Chancellor Jimpok that the Gorns support the idea of a ceasefire. Perhaps this will lead to greater freedom for all of us.
I really like this bit with Stas because throughout the entire game he's been very belligerent and aggressive because that has been the stance of the Klingons, and he's been operating as you know, the Klingon ambassador. So he's representing Jimpok's stance, even though it doesn't necessarily go along with what he personally believes. He's been operating as a very effective ambassador for the Klingons. I really, really like Stas. He's actually very cool.
Our people come from a culture of deception and division. We've rejected our past in favor of open alliances. Perhaps it's time for the Federation and the Empire to set aside their past as well. We would welcome a ceasefire between our allies.
Earth and Kronos are safe, and the Romulan Republic is pleased to assist its allies. I just wish my father could see all of us working together toward a common goal. This is the future he dreamed of.
The 5 races of the Zindi once tried to...
Yeah, whatever. I'm not really interested in listening to the Zindi. There's someone else I'm supposed to talk to. Yep, there he is. Yep.
I admit, I did not expect the Federation to act with such honor. I do not know what the final decision of the High Council will be, but rest assured that the Undine will pay. We will hunt down every last Kameku and destroy them for what they have done here today.
You fought well for someone from Starfleet.
I don't know about that, Andrea. I kind of like the Romulans. I kind of like the Romulans as the third power allied with both the Klingons and the Feds.
Many fine warriors have earned their places in Stovacor today. They died with honor, fighting one of our most formidable enemies. The Undine brought the battle to our very threshold. The fine warriors standing before
Well, they're not going to do a lot with the Romulans for a while, I'm guessing.
Let us honor our sacrifices and our accomplishments by ending...
I believe this is Matara, if I remember correctly.
So you
Yeah, it's Matara.
of the Milky Way. You have come further than we expected. But still you chase our shadows.
We are not here to impress you, demon! We stand united, and there is no one who can...
And now the Klingons are going to be in a bit of a political crisis for a bit. As a chunk of their High Council just got evaporated. What was that? It was an Iconian. Because everything is an Iconian plot.
That was the reason we need.
Oh yeah, no, totally, Andrea.
It's time for our feud to end.
But that's a long way in the future.
Agreed. From this day forward, all hostilities between the Empire and the Federation will cease.
Hey, Gav. Ah!
The Iconians use servitor races and other species to do their fighting for them. Species 8472 has been an unknowing cat's paw of the Iconians for some time. This time, however, the Undine were defeated, and it was our combined strength that allowed us to prevail. Thousands of years ago, the Iconians were defeated by an alliance of races. I predict their ultimate aim has been to prevent such an alliance from happening again.
Uh-huh.
There have been periods in our combined history when the Federation and the Empire have not been at war, but they have not been allies either. This may be the beginning of such a time. It will be up to us to determine what happens next. With time, we may even restore the alliance that came out.
I mean, it reminds me of one of the memes from City of Heroes, which was, everything is a Nemesis plot. Not everything is a Nemesis plot.
Voyager will return to the Delta Quadrant. There is much to do there, and the
I have to do the Delta arc now,
from further Undine assaults.
which is gonna be a little tricky because until I can get
you have been a worthy
get my gear upgraded to 14s, at least my guns.
Called upon in the days ahead.
It's gonna be tricky.
Until then,
basically, I'm gonna want to upgrade. By the end of it, I'm gonna want my guns, shields, and probably warp core upgraded to 14s. And report to command. Yay. If I was running phasers or disruptors, this would be really freaking good for me. Actually, it does photon damage. I don't really care about that. Yeah, I don't really care about that. That might grab fluidic antigens. The toxic resist would be nice to have. It might be helpful. I mean, I can run the mission again if I want it, is the thing. I kind of want one of the... I might want to get the traits now. Like, if I want this later, I can just run this mission again and get it then. Whereas having, like, fluid antigens or living hull might be more useful now. And I think I want fluid antigens. Being able to slot in toxic resist when I need it is actually very handy. Especially when fighting the parasites, the neural parasites. Yep, escalation. Excellent. Okay, before I go do that, I'm gonna go back to Seoul because Andrea is putting up some traits that I want to buy up for sale on the exchange. So I'm gonna go see if I can nick one for a reasonable price. Yeah, I'm at 5.5 mil at the moment. I need to get 2 more dreads at some point. Complete that endeavor. Oh, that completed. Ooh, I didn't. Oh, I completed that one. Good. That's good. Ah, didn't get a salvage tech. Damn. I was hoping. To score salvage tech off that, but oh well. No, it's a useful console if I was running. But I won't, like, when I get the gravimetric photon torpedo, that's a console I'll consider actually running. If I was running phasers, I would probably consider running it. I mean, right now I'm just running anti-proton, you know. Alright, let's see. Let's see how many orbital devastations are in the exchange. Ah! Rubber banding. Boop-a-doo. Okay, that's going for about 3 mil at the moment. Andrea, you said you were listing it shortly? I'll wait a bit and see if she lists for slightly less. Alright. Ooh! Holy cow. Alright. I'll snag it for a mil, sure. I will take advantage of that. Cool. Excellent. Fully antigens is cool. What am I have to give up for it? Oh, hang on. I should ditch rifle training for assault training, or assault weapon training. How much bonus damage is 5%? Do I want that, or do I want the? I think actually I'm going to take orbital devastation instead of that. Honestly. All right. All right, cool. Excellent. Thank you, Andrea. That's very, very nice of you. Okay. All right. We have made excellent progress. All right, time to go back to... Actually, I think I just realized. Yeah, just transport to the beta quadrant. Cool. That'll be fun. All right, let's go to the Dyson Delta Quadrant. I don't know if I'm going to do escalation right now. I might. But there's a reason I want to go to the Delta Quadrant right now.
Welcome to the Janolan Dyson Sphere.
2 more dreads. Excellent.
Hello. Would you have time to look into something for me? Admiral Tuvok has requested that you meet Voyager in the Solarian system. I believe he requires your assistance with a personal issue. While you're there, you should be able to get a briefing on the current state of the Delta Quadrant. Hello. Would you have...
All right. Hang on a second. Cancel for a second. Doop doo doo. And time to start the Delta Rising content. Yep. Well, the 3000 wasn't my choice, but, you know.
Years since Voyager finished its journey.
We thought we had left the Delta Quadrant behind us.
We were wrong.
The gateways to the quadrant are open.
And the choices we made have long-lasting effects. Now, we will help the friends we left behind.
And fight the rising darkness.
Voyager's first trip through the Delta Quadrant was a solitary one.
We must return to set things right. This time, we must unite to survive.
Excellent. All right. Now, before I go there, I'm going to the Fleet Research Lab. I can't get the thing there I want right now, but I want to check with the... there's stuff I want to buy from it, but I don't have the dilithium right now to get them. But I want to go check to see how much it will be. Yep. Let's see. Exchange is locked at the moment. Should I prepare? I'm trying to remember where the thing I'm looking for is here. Mail. Bank. Yeah. Wish I could get this stuff, but cannot. I think it's over this side, if I remember correctly. But we'll see. I'm going to look around here. I don't remember where all the stores are. Kit module store. Bleh. The kit modules I would want anyways. Alright, here's one of the things I will want. I will want one of these eventually. I need, what? 6,200 dilithium. Alright. I think I want the deteriorating one if I remember correctly. Like, I'm going to want one of these here, the Control X Drain X ones. That's probably the one I want there, actually. So that'll be, what, 10,000 credits, fleet credits, and 6,200 dilithium. Okay. I gotta keep track of how much I'm gonna need. Dirty Officer Store. Yeah, we haven't unlocked the very rare ones there. So it's the other side I have to go to. Okay. Kit Frame Store, don't care about that at the moment. Science Console Store, this is the one. And I need another I'll need 2,000 for each of these. Okay, that's actually really good. I'm gonna want one of each of these. I'm gonna want restorative and exotic. I just don't have the dilithium for them at the moment. And that's the one I'm gonna want. I want the Control X to EPG ones. Beautiful. All right. Rock on. All right, so we're gonna need. So I've got all the fleet credits I'm gonna need for that stuff. So I'm gonna need 6,000 dilithium, 6,200, plus another 4,200. So a little bit over 11, about 11,000 dilithium. Okay. Nice, Andrea. I might look into those actually. All right, cool. Ferengi plasma weapons. That's actually. I was thinking I want to switch to plasma, honestly, for this ship in particular. I'm just doing anti-proton because I was able to get the anti-proton guns really cheap that I got. But since I'm running temporal stuff, the stuff that kicks off of the bonus stuff kicks off of things that have DOTs on them would actually be really nice. All right. I think dinner's going to be ready somewhat soon, so I'm probably not going to be able to do Escalation right now, or Mindscape. I'd like to, but I don't really have time for it, so I'm going to go take a quick look at Soul. I actually do want to take a look at those, the Ferengi Plasma. Let's see what the price on them is. I don't need a lot of plasma stuff, so I don't need a lot of. I might want to. I'm probably just going to. I don't know. I'll think about it. Let's see how much they go for. Ferenginar, that's what I'm looking for. Okay, Ferenginar plasma. Beam array is what I'm looking for. So, all right, 20% chance. Okay, so 25% chance for. Oh, it doesn't list that it's. Oh, yep. It doesn't list that it does the plasma burn. Oh, no one's actually got any more 12s up there. Interesting. Oh, that's why. There we go. Oh, they're actually not going for too much. That's actually, those are reasonable prices. Well, some of them are. But those are actually reasonable price. Like, those are actually very reasonable price. They don't list that they do plasma burn, so I'm not sure they do. Without the plasma burn, they're not actually. It's not. It doesn't work for what I'm trying to do. It's actually really good. Don't get me wrong. It's an excellent weapon array, beam array. I can tell. But I don't think it does the burn. I might go for Romplaz. Why did I go to fucking... God damn it. What is isolytic plasma? What does that one do? Oh, yeah, isolytic crap. Isolytic be interesting. Chronoplasma is another possibility. Yeah, chronoplasma is actually a distinct possibility. They're pricey. I only need 4 though, so that's... I mean, I can't afford that right now, but I can afford it pretty quickly. Something to think about. Alright, nope. Alright, so they do have Ferenginar ones, which are way too more than I want to spend on them. Okay, good to know. I guess Chronoplasma doesn't have it. I do have Isolytic. Again, holy Jeebus, they only ultra rares up at Mark 14. Oh, wow. Jeebus. No, Chronometric doesn't have one. Chronoplasma doesn't have them. Alright, and... Yeah, I can just get a regular plasma one, I think, for my Omni. But yeah, I think I'd want to go with I think I probably want to go with Romplaz. Although it's going to take me a long while to get enough to lift him to get it, honestly, or luck into. Actually, I'd have to if I luck into it through the lock boxes. Yeah, they don't have the beam arrays up for sale yet. I don't have enough rep for those yet. But I could go with like the experimental Romulan beam array and 0-point energy conduit and get the bonus plasma damage from that. Which would not suck, honestly. Things to think about. But right now I'm quite happy with the anti-proton I'm using. Based, I'm thinking some form of plasma damage should get the DOT effects. Let me show skills specialization. All right, because of atrophy defense and entropic amplification. Specifically, that's right, atrophy defenses. When dealing weapon damage to a foe that has at least one DOT effect applied, -10 to all damage resistance rating for 10 seconds. So as long as I've hit them with a DOT of some sort, they take extra damage. And my guns just, like, because of the Entropic Rider, I've got a chance to get proc a DOT effect anyways. So, having 2 chances to proc a DOT effect would be nice. Alright. So, yes, so things going forward. We are actually in good position. We're in good spot right now. I'm going to be... For stuff I'm going to be doing, until the end of the event, I'm going to keep farming Omega particles because duh. Andrea, as far as I can tell, it doesn't. The Frankenar plasma does not do the plasma burn. It doesn't list it there, and without the plasma burn, it doesn't click in with what I want to do. It doesn't combo with the temporal. The other option would be to go with something like either refractive Tetrion or what was the other one I was thinking of? Maybe some sort of Polaron damage. It all clicks with science chips pretty well. All right, that's interesting, Andrea. Because it doesn't list it, which is weird. I'll look into it later. I want to finish getting the Aurelia up and running. I got to finish leveling this ship up. I got to get those consoles for the ship, and the improved secondary deflector. Once I have all of that, this ship will be pretty good. And then I can focus on ground combat stuff. Get there, and I need to get through the Delta Quadrant stuff. Basically, my plans are I'm going to sort of work my way through storyline content. I'm not going to consider this playthrough done until I actually complete all the available storyline content. Because that's sort of, I want to make sure that's doable. That's sort of the whole point of the free-to-play thing, is make sure you can do all the free-to-play stuff, all the storyline content as a free-to-play player. I'll be doing the more boring stuff off-stream, as I said, as usual. But yeah, I think this is going to do it for today's stream of Star Trek Online. I got to wrap things up. I've got dinner soon. For those of you who are watching live, I might be back later tonight to play something else on stream. I'm not sure yet. Depends on my energy levels and if there's other stuff I want to do. I'd like to get done tonight. I don't know yet. Tomorrow I will try to stream some. Probably not Star Trek. I'll probably do something else. Friday will be anime and movie night with the Discord peeps. And yeah, that's sort of what we're doing this week. For those of you who are watching the recording of this and you've got things questions you'd like to ask me about free to play STO, feel free to ask them in the comments on YouTube. I'll be happy to get back to you on that. I'll try to work into a future video. Eventually, I will be doing a condensed video, sort of talking about just sort of general condensed free to play, how to play Star Trek Online free to play effectively. I don't know when I'll do that. I may do that after I finish up the whole playthrough. We'll see. But that's going to do it for tonight. Thank you, everybody, for watching. I hope you guys had fun. I've got dinner soon, so I'm going to wrap the...